Wow, my hair looks ridiculous. All right, let's jump into this one. I got a banger of a token for you all this week. Let's kick it off. We're going to be talking about ICNT, the Impossible Cloud Network. Jump right in. They built a crypto native AWS clone and called it Impossible. But gut check time is now. It promises enterprise cloud on-chain, but pays providers in tokens. It sounds legit until you realize fiat revenue buys the token from the open market. So is this decentralized cloud the real deal or just a token circulation money grab? We're going to get into all of that. Don't FOMO your buys just yet. Let's break it down as usual with our 5 categories, starting off with the narrative and vision. Is built to be a real world DePIN. You're thinking, what the hell is DePIN? Here's what DePIN is in a nutshell. It stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network. Imagine stuff like Wi-Fi hotspots, cloud storage, cell towers, weather sensors, charging stage for your Tesla. That's all physical infrastructure. It exists in the real world and it helps power digital things. DePIN kind of flips that idea. It says, what if regular people could own and run that infrastructure and earn crypto for it? So instead of Amazon making all the money for cloud storage, you earn crypto by sharing your spare hard drive. Instead of Verizon charging everyone for signal coverage, you run a mini tower in your house and get paid in tokens. So that's what we're talking about when we say DePIN. ICNT has enterprise-grade S3 compatible hybrid cloud structure. It's fiat-paying customers to fuel token buybacks, and it's a decentralized service with staking slashing by hypernodes, backed by real-world revenue and transparency from a Hamburg, Germany team. So it's a strong thesis. It's bridging the sort of Web 2, Web 3 cloud. I'm going to see really quick if I can pull up. No, I can't. We're going to skip that. So it looks good. Website, cool, whatever. A little too green for my tastes, but the idea is there. So we're going to dive into, does this actually make sense? And will they deliver on their promise? But we'll score it first. For narrative and vision, I'm going to give it a super strong 17 out of 20. This is the kind of thing you get into crypto for, right? Imagine renting your hard drive space and earning crypto. Sounds great. You don't have to do anything. Sit back, relax, have a pina colada on the beach, and earn tokens. Let's keep going. Tokenomics and Supply. They have about 700 million ICNT with a circulating supply of 167 million. Their market cap percentage is good. The volume is pretty much exactly what their market cap is, which is 40 million. Team and investors hold 40% vesting over time. So important to keep that in mind. 40% is obviously almost half of the tokens. Fiat revenue buys back ICNT for provider payments, creating some demand sink, which is good. So with that said, I'm going to give it a score, another strong one, 16 out of 20 for Tokenomics and Supply. They have a healthy structure with vesting. Revenue buyback is a rare demand catalyst. So that's definitely a plus. Let's move on to the tech and execution. They do have a white paper, an actual white paper that's legitimate in PDF format, which is also a rarity. So that was a good sign right off the bat when I was researching this. And you can take a look at kind of some of their diagrams here. So for tech and execution, it's operating on a base L2, so the O stack. It has a S3 compatible API backend. S3 is basically just kind of like Amazon storage in the cloud. They have a live mainnet, which just launched, and it's serving 1 billion plus storage operations with 100 petabyte capacity. So insane numbers on that. Staking for hypernodes and provider stake plus slash mechanism. That's a plus for me, dog. And this is more than just a sketched out vision. It's shipping product now. For that reason, tech and execution, I'm going to give it the highest score so far, which is an 18 out of 20. If you've been around with me for a little bit and seen some of these altcoin reviews, this is definitely up there. Usually the white paper is just crayons or some kind of Google Doc presentation or something really low effort. This is serious, at least for my research. If you have a different view, definitely leave a comment because I would love to read it. So market structure and liquidity. Again, we talked about the market cap. We talked about the volume. All looks good. It's accessible on Uniswap, Bybit, BitGet, MEXC, Qcoin, Kraken. I mean, it's on all the big exchanges, at least most of them anyway. Strong early trading, but the price is down about 50%, almost 50% from the all-time highs, and liquidity can drop fast with these sort of things. So for that reason, I'm still going to give it a decent score, 14 out of 20 on the market structure on liquidity. Healthy volume, but volatile drawdown risk for sure. Last section, which is exit risk and VC stakes. It is backed by VCs like 1KX, HV, Protocol VC. So public funding, not stealth money, which is also a good sign. The team is in Hamburg, which means they're not some anonymous pseudo devs that were hired off Fiverr. But there's a but, as always. There's no audit, no visible audit anyway, no visible audit that I found. For that reason, I'm going to give it a 13 out of 20 for the exit risk and VC stakes. VC backed is good for this kind of token, but you need to watch the token unlocks, right? You can see some of the people involved with this here. You can put this up there so you see they're not just anonymous folks out there. And again, their X profile does have 200K followers, which is really good. And I would say lackluster engagement on their actual tweets. So take that with a grain of salt. Final score, 78 out of 100. This isn't just a vaporware product. It's real infrastructure with on-chain demand and enterprise roots, VC-backed. The token structure supports the model, which is a huge plus, but the volatility and unlock risks remain. That's true for all new tokens. If decentralized enterprise cloud is your vibe, ICNT does earn a hard look. If you chase meme coin hype, this isn't your thing. So this is not a meme. It's a crypto cloud protocol bleeding into reality. It pays providers in tokens. Token demand flows from fiat revenue. That's rare real world token sync. But volatility and no audit mean it's not sleep all night hold yet. Study the numbers, know the risks. That's it for this episode of the Altcoin Hunt. I hope you enjoyed that. As always, if you did, a subscribe would mean a lot to me for my small channel. I'd appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.